What's good, peeps? Right back at you. 2 pennies, 2 cents, the podcast. Thank you for chiming in. Thank you for galvanizing or gravitating to my channel. Of course, I'm Nino. I appreciate the support, the love. I appreciate everybody that just valuing what I'm saying. I appreciate the people that are giving me comments, whether negative or positive, because you got to grow no matter where it's negativity or positivity. But it's all love, people. All love, fam. All love, peeps. I love it. I love it. I love it. Don't forget to click that subscription, hit that button. Keep them subscriptions rolling in, because I appreciate y'all doing a grand gesture of a job or a great job doing that. The Los Angeles Lakers versus the Chicago Bulls. This was the king, LeBron James, the Los Angeles Lakers' other superstar, besides one Mr. Luka Doncic, number 77, is back available to play Saturday against the Chicago Bulls. The team announced following the 2-week absence because of a strained left groin. Well, Bron been out. He's been nursing that groin injury. And basically, the Lakers have been playing by like 500 ball. I mean, they lost a couple of them. I think they won. They lost 2 games. I think they won 2 games. Now, this is looking good with the Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis trade, because you have another superstar. Luka Doncic has been holding down the fort along with Austin Reeves, as I call them, Batman and Robin 2.0. But now Batman and Robin at the fullest of Batman and Robin with the A game with LeBron James is back. So now we will see what will happen. James suffered the injury midway through the fourth quarter of the Los Angeles Lakers 100-101 road loss to the Boston Celtics on March the 8th. Yeah, I remember that game. That's a game I think LA should have had. It was in TD Gardens Arena. And LeBron pulled up, walking funny, I believe in the third quarter, trying to stretch it, doing squats and all kind of little exercises. But unfortunately, the king had to go to the locker room where he never returned. The Lakers last night played one of the worst games of the season, leading to a tough loss to the Bulls. A night of atrocious defensive breakdowns led to the Lakers getting taken apart offensively. They couldn't muster enough of a sting for a comeback and lost 146-115. Well, you just remember the game before, Thursday night, the Lakers lost to Giannis. That was the game that Bronny James had his coming out party. So now the Lakers have lost 2 games in a row at Crypto.com Arena, where they this year had a nice, outstanding home court record. They usually defend their home court pretty good, but again, you got to remember, people, the Lakers went on one of the most grueling, tough, rough, rugged schedules that I have seen in NBA history. They played 6 games in 8 days. So, and then plus LeBron was coming back. Luka Doncic scored 29 of his 34 points in the first half, and he snatched 8 rebounds and dished out 6 assists. Luka is really now a LA Laker. LeBron and Luka might be the best 2-headed monster in the league now. They might be the 2 best pair going when both of them are healthy and getting at it. Luka is putting up great numbers. It's almost been seen as who really is this team leader. I mean, to me, it's still the king, because he got the skins on the wall. He done been there the longest. And, of course, LeBron James is possibly the GOAT, the greatest basketball player of all time. But don't think Luka Doncic isn't making his pitch. I mean, come on now. Luka Doncic, this the other night in the Milwaukee Bucks game, he had 21 of his 31 points in the first half. This game, he had 29 of his 34 points in the first half. Luka is doing his thing. I still think the Los Angeles Lakers, when they're very healthy and everybody is tuned in and everybody is all on point, they will make a ferocious run in the Western Conference playoffs and maybe get to the Western Conference Finals. Austin Reeves scored 25 points and had 5 dimes. Lakers brain trust. If y'all don't resign Austin Reeves within seconds after the trade deadline, you put him on the trade block, Austin Reeves will be gone. Austin Reeves is a straight out, flat out baller. Sign Austin Reeves because he's that third wheel with LeBron and Luka, and you're going to need him in the playoffs. Austin Reeves is balling out of control. LeBron James' first game back dealing with the groin injury, he showed a lot of rust. Well, I mean, we all know LeBron James is, a freak of nature, one of a kind. It might not never be no one ever come in the NBA like LeBron James. 40 years old, 22 years in the league, all-time leading point scorer in the NBA. But he is human. He's not a machine. He did show a little rust. Of course, he got off to a slow start, scoring 17 points, had 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Now, to anybody else, that's a nice, productive game. But to LeBron James, that was a mirror game to him. That was a shell of himself. Jackson Hayes helped out with 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. At the start, the Lakers misfired on the first 2 shots, but eventually both teams, LA and the Chicago Bulls, got hot offensively. Both teams kept taking turns with the lead. Luka and Reeves found Jackson Hayes, who was quickly up to 4 points. Jackson Hayes has been a pleasant surprise too. I still think in their long-term success process of formulating this team to be a championship contender, if LeBron stays with them, Jackson Hayes will be a power forward. You still need a big man in there with him. Put Jackson Hayes at a power forward and then get you a real efficient, productive, solid center. And the Lakers will be one of the teams that you got to look out for years, because even though LeBron is possibly at the tail end of his career, but who knows with this guy, because he is defying genetics, he is defying science, he is defying everything with this workout program. Like LeBron just won't age. He's like, first of all, he's 40 years old. You think he have 2 years, and now you're looking at he can play 5 more years. Once he gets 42, then he maybe can play 3 more years. But age and time still will get to you. So say if LeBron do come back, I would put Jackson Hayes at a 4, and then I would get me a 5. But if he don't come back, you still gonna need you a 5, because Jackson Hayes is really as a 4. He's just doing a superb job playing the 5 because he's a mobile 5. But I believe his natural position is a 4. Luka and Reeves found Jackson Hayes as he quickly got up to 4 points, as I said, with strong play. Chicago's Bull Kobe White went 4 from 4 from the field. A very fast-paced fourth quarter. No team really established a lead. The defense wasn't stern enough for the LA Lakers. So the Chicago Bulls had were able to get a lot of open shots. The Lakers have been playing pretty good, solid defense. Me, myself, peeps, I just think they are tired. They have played a lot of games. It's been a lot of jostling the lineup because so many people have been hurt. Braun has been out. Luka has been out. Reeves has been out. Jared Vanderbilt has been out. Dorian Finney-Smith has been out. Rui Hachimura has been out. I think with the road trip, the number of games in days with so little time, and remember, the Lakers still haven't had a chance to really practice since Luka trade, get sufficient practice time in. They've been just doing stuff on the fly. I think they're just tired, man. If the Lakers could get 2 or 3 days off and really just catch their wind, breathe, I think it will be a big plus. But, now it's coming down the stretch of the NBA season, and now everybody's getting focused on the playoffs. Well, you have to win or go home. But anyway, no team really could establish a lead. The Lakers trailed by many as 10 points in the first half before rallying to get within 3 going into the half. Jared Vanderbilt didn't have a good outing back. Jared Vanderbilt has been kind of trying to find his way, get out his own way due to injuries ever since he came back. He came back a couple of weeks earlier, prior, like right before the Luka trade, and he was seeming to get his legs under him and get back into game shape, and then unfortunately he had another injury. He has had a really tough year. Remember, and then he sit out all last year. He has had he has had 2 years where he has really been struggling to get his game back on point, because Jared Vanderbilt is going to be needed. He's a great defender. Him and Dorian Finney-Smith can be 2 of the Los Angeles Lakers' best front court and perimeter defenders. They're going to need Jared Vanderbilt. So hopefully he'll get himself together only by playing games and getting back in game shape and avoiding injuries. But they're going to need Jared Vanderbilt. He played very courteously and had numerous turnovers. Rui Hachimura returned last night. He's been out for a while against the Chicago Bulls. At one point, he scored 5 vital, important points in the game. Gabe Vincent opened up the final frame with 6 quick points, 2 3-pointers from the trifecta. The Lakers couldn't get stops, and that's what I was saying. The Lakers had been doing a great job on defense, but it would just seem like they could not get stops. And one of the Lakers' biggest problems is they transition defense. It's getting back. That's what I'm saying. I think you need practice on that, because we know that Luka Doncic, one of his biggest liabilities is his defense. Though Luka has been moving his feet, so I think J.J. Redick has been in his ear. I mean, I have seen effort where Luka Doncic is playing for the L.A. Lakers. I'm going to be just straight with you. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it a buck, a 99-1. I didn't see this effort when Luka played with the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, Luka Doncic will never be a great defensive player. We know that. But he's at least putting in the effort. But he is so unstoppable on the offensive end of the floor, you still have to put him out there and let him be Luka Doncic, number 77. Not this time of the year for a horrible effort from the Los Angeles Lakers. People, it happens. You're going to have games, I don't care who you are, that you're going to stink it up. Solid and good or tough as the defending champions, the Boston Celtics. They got in a rut. They went through games. You're not going to be good each night. So what you do or how you handle it is get that bad game or get that game with no effort or games with no effort out the way. Because coming around the corner, again, is the NBA playoffs. And you know, it's win or go home. There's no double elimination. You got 7-game series. You got 5-game series. You got series, but every game in the NBA playoffs is like your last game. It's important. So I would say to LA, hey, it happens. Y'all been playing good. Y'all still in good position. Y'all gonna make the playoffs. Y'all been on a real rigorous, I'm talking about this unbelievable schedule that you've been facing. You're great athletes and you're supposed to be in shape and you get paid a lot of money, but you're tired. Everybody gets tired. And I just think you're tired. Get them games out the way. Hopefully, this is not going to be a trend. You play the Orlando Magic Monday. Get back on the winning streak by beating the Orlando Magic, which the Orlando Magic is no easy win too. But hopefully, LA will get their mojo back and get back to going. J.J. Redick and the LA Lakers assistant coaches are going to have to address that. They need to clean this up because you cannot take that trend of getting back bad in transition defense when you get to the NBA playoffs. You can't. It will haunt you. So the Lakers again went on a loss to the Chicago Bulls, 146 to 115. The Lakers now have lost 2 consecutive games at Crypto.com Arena. But I don't think it's no time to panic because when they lost Thursday night to Giannis, and again, Bronny James coming out game, everybody was sitting on the bench for the Lakers. The Lakers were at full strength. And this game here is still, it was the return of LeBron. LeBron is rusty. You know, I don't care who he is. It's going to take a few games to get back in the swing of things. And I think he will. The Lakers are still a good team. I believe so. So, unfortunately, they have lost 2 games in blowout fashion. But I think they can correct that. The Lakers have been real good defending their home court. Luka Doncic now is really paying off. 34 points. And he's coming up big time early in the game. If people just think, if Luka and Bron can get some practice time, if Luka and Bron really get on the same page, if the LA Lakers work and perfect, retool, and get their transitional defense pinpoint, I still think the LA Lakers can make a big roar in the Western Conference playoffs. I really do. I think they can. OKC, yes, is the front runner. And OKC is tough. Really, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and them is due. That's going to be a tough act. Because I know people saying, well, there are 2 teams. They are this way in the regular season, and they're this way in the postseason. But see, OKC has lost the last 2 seasons. And what's the best way of becoming a champion or getting over the hump or advancing is because prior years you've been losing. So now you're getting experience. So OKC is going to be a tough number 1. But LeBron James, with his experience, his know-how of the game, he's a champion. Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Dorian Finney-Smith, Jackson Hayes, Coach J.J. Redick, and the L.A. Lakers. If they can just get a little time to get some practice time, maybe 3 days off, go back to the drawing board, clean up things, redefine, I think they still going to be a problem in the Western Conference playoffs, possibly to the Western Conference finals. I would like to see it. 2 pennies, 2 cents,